everyone, welcome back to your practice. My name is Gemma. I will be your guide for today's flow, which is designed to really open up the entire body. So we'll be opening up the back line of the body, particularly the outer glutes, the outer hips, and the hamstrings. But we're also going to be opening the upper body as well, gently opening across the chest and coming into a few twists. So it's going to be about a 45-minute flow practice. If you have a block, you may find a block useful for this practice, but it is by no means necessary. And if you need to rest, then please rest. You are the master of your body, and everything I offer is just a guide. So enjoy, get yourself set up. When you're ready, we'll meet back here and we can begin. We're actually going to start our practice with a little bit of movement before we settle into the breath. So I invite you to come into a tabletop position. You can find your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Make sure that your knees are about hip width distance apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide and really anchor your index finger knuckles down. We'll start with just a little bit of fluid movement here. So on all fours, I encourage you just to tune into the body and just sort of let any feelings in the body actually guide your movements right now. Try not to overthink this. You literally just kind of can move how you want to, really. You may like to take it back towards a child's pose. Just sort of finding your way, articulating the spine, any movement that feels nice for you. And it may be sort of a traditional cat-cow on a vertical plane. Yeah, just whatever feels really nourishing for the body. And whilst you're there, you can begin connecting to your breath. Beautiful. From there, we'll take our knees nice and wide, bring our big toes together, and sink the hips down towards a child's pose. Let your arms stretch out nice and long, really finding that nice stretch through the lateral side of the body. And you can just gently roll your forehead on the mat. And just noticing how your hips feel. They might feel a little bit tight. Maybe send the breath there. Just a couple more breaths in the shape. And then pressing your hands to the earth, we'll find our way. Take a few breaths to get there. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. And when you arrive in your downward facing dog, please pedal out the heels. Have a nice generous bend in the knees. Let your sitting bones lift up to the sky. And really just allow the back line of the body to softly start to open. So we don't want to squeeze our legs straight immediately. Just feeling the Achilles open, back of the calves, back of the thighs. Deep breath in through the nose. And breath out. And then drop your knees to the ground. And from there, we'll find a comfortable seat so we can connect to the breath. I'm going to sit up on a block, but you don't have to. Sit however feels comfortable for you. And from there, the invitation is to close down the eyes. And start to really just drop into your breath now. Breathing in and out of the nose. Just noticing where the breath lands in the body. Using this time to be inwards, to be with yourself, to be where your feet are. Maybe offering any thoughts that you have to the earth as you strengthen that connection to the breath. Begin to make the inhalation a little deeper, the exhalation a little longer. And we'll start to steady the breath together. So empty out the lungs. And we'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Continue at your own pace. Samariti, equal breath. Inhaling for a count of 4 or 5. And exhaling for a count of 4 or 5. See if you can make the breath equal lengths, inhale, exhale. And just take a moment to embrace and enjoy the sacred pause between the breaths. So just holding for one little pulse at the top of the inhale and one pulse at the bottom of the exhale. A couple more rounds in your own time. One more breath. And begin to open the eyes, interlace the fingers. Deep breath in, lift the elbows nice and high. Exhale, breath, press the hands forwards, navel in round the spine. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, right hand down, find a side bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down, side bend. Amazing. Inhale, back to center. We'll take a little twist. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand behind. Just find a little twist there. And then inhale, back to center. We'll take it to the other side. Left hand outside of right knee. Right hand behind the back. Gentle twist. And then inhale, move back to center. And exhale, release the hands. If you're sitting on a block, just move the block from underneath the seat. Maybe pop it towards the top edge of your mat. And take a few breaths to find your way into a downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers really nice and wide. And once again, just pedal out the heels a little bit. Spine is long. Chest towards the knees, belly towards the thighs. And find a bit of stillness. Deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll begin to tiptoe towards the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. And just let the body hang for a moment. Bring the belly to the thighs. You can have a generous bend in the knees. Maybe start to bring the weight towards the balls of the feet. Nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Let the body hang. Breathing into the back of the body. Let your hands drop towards the ground. And you can roll your body all the way to standing. Shoulders roll back. Head is the last thing to lift. Inhale, breath will reach our arms towards the sky. Send your tailbone towards the ground, and you can take hold of your left forearm with your right hand. Take an inhale, reach up through the left hand and bend over to the right side. We'll find a lateral stretch on the left side of the body. And then inhale back to center and switch the hands, leaning over to the left, finding that side stretch in the right side body. Inhale, breath, find your way back to center, and exhale, soften the knees, navel in as you fold the body forwards. Lift halfway, take an in breath, spine is long, collarbones forwards. Exhale, breath to fold. Let's do that a couple times. Deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, breath to fold. One more time. Deep breath in, look forwards. Exhale, breath to fold. Now begin to bend the knees. We're going to brush and reach, coming into a chair pose. Tailbone is long, arms reach up beside the ears, and you can come up onto the balls of the feet, maybe lifting the heels up high. And we'll reach our arms backwards, interlace the hands behind the back, press the palms together, deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the heels and fold the body forwards. Allow the hands to come overhead, squeeze the palms together, even if that means that your elbows are bent. Try and keep the palms squeezing together. And then bend the elbows to release the hands to the ground. Deep breath in, lift for a half lift, look forwards. Plant the hands, we'll step back into our downward facing dog. First flow of the practice, inhale, breath, come forwards into your high plank pose. Drop the knees and lower your chest and chin towards the ground. Inhale, breath for a cobra pose. Pelvis lands, top of the feet down. Inhale to lift the heart, elbows in. Exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. One more. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Step your right foot between the hands, left foot between the hands, and inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, breath, samasti tahi, hands to heart. Take the hands beside the body. Bend the knees, brush and reach, chair pose, inhale. Come onto the balls of the feet if you'd like the challenge. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, breath to fold, hands overhead. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Bend the elbows to release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Second flow, inhale, move the body into your high plank pose. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, breath for cobra pose. Tops of the feet plant down, shoulders back, elbows in, lift the chest. Exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Step your left foot forwards, right foot forwards. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale, sweep arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, breath, hands to heart. Chair pose again, bend the knees, inhale, arms high. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, breath to fold the body forwards. Bend the elbows to release the hands towards the ground. Inhale for a half lift. And step the left foot to the back of the mat. We'll find our way to a crescent lunge. Inhale, arms to the sky. This is a high lunge. And you can bend the back knee a little bit so that you can extend through the torso a bit more. Take a breath in. And exhale, left hand down inside the right foot. Right arm spirals up towards the sky for a runner's twist. Take a breath in. Circle that right hand towards the ground and squeeze that right leg straight. We'll take this into a bit of a flow. Rebend that right knee. Inhale, breath, arm to the sky. Exhale, breath, circle the right arm behind you towards the ground, front leg straight. Inhale, breath, rebend. Right arm moves forwards and up. Circle it around as you straighten that front leg, hand to the earth. One more time together. Inhale, breath, come back to your twist, front leg bends. Exhale, breath, fold over that straight front leg. Coming back to your high lunge, bend into that front leg. Inhale, arms towards the sky. And exhale, hands to the ground. Let's lift for a standing split. So that left leg reaches up and back. One breath, deep breath in. And exhale, plant that left foot down, fold the body forwards. Inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, breath, hands to heart. Bend the knees, second side, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, take those hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, deep breath in, lift the chest. And exhale, fold the body forwards, bring the hands overhead. Bend the elbows to release the hands. Inhale to lift halfway. And step that right foot to the back of the mat, coming into your high crescent lunge. Back heel lifts, hips are facing forwards. Deep breath in. Take your right hand towards the ground and lift your left arm up to the sky for a runner's lunge twist. And we'll take it into that circular motion. That left hand comes back as the left leg straightens. Left hand towards the ground. And circle it forwards as you inhale. Rebend that front leg, left arm to the sky. And keep going with that circular motion. Exhaling to straighten the leg. Inhaling carries you forwards and upwards. Exhale carries you backwards and downwards. One more time. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Beautiful. Let's come back to that crescent lunge. Inhale, both arms high. And move into our standing splits. Hands to the ground. Lift that right leg up and back. Keep the hips square. Just one breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the right foot down and fold the body forwards. Inhale for a halfway lift. Hands to shins. Shoulders back. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale, breath. Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach overhead. Exhale, breath, hands to heart. Amazing. Inhale, Urdhva Hasana, arms overhead. Find your way into a back bend if it feels good for the body. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, navel in, knees soften as you fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And we'll step back into a downward facing dog. Knees are soft, tailbone lifting, sitting bones lifting, spine is long. Come back to your breath. Deep breath in, long breath out. And in your downward dog, you can lift your heels to the sky and then start to tilt your heels over to the left and bend your knees quite a lot. Keeping that right hand where they are, you'll start to feel a nice juicy stretch through the right side of the body. Inhale, breath, come back to center, lift the heels and spin the heels over to the right. Bend the knees a lot and start to feel that stretch through the left side of the body. The hips are traveling backwards. And inhale, back to center. Downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Yeah, keep the toes square towards the earth. Keep the hips square. Press through the heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round the spine as you step the right foot between the hands. Ooh. And you can drop your back heel down to the ground. Make sure the foot's in a 45-degree angle. We'll lift up for our warrior one. So our hips are towards square in our warrior one. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come down beside the body. Interlace the hands behind the back. Press the palms together. If this is too much for the shoulders, you can hold on to your opposite elbows. Take a breath in to lift the chest. And exhale, humble warrior. Fold the body forwards. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Keep that lunge in the front leg. Keep the outer edge of the left foot anchoring down. And on this inhale, we'll lift the torso, look forwards. Take your left hand inside the right foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot. And find your runner's twist. Right arm up to the sky. Circle the right hand behind you towards the ground. And inhale for a crescent lunge. Both arms high. Exhale, breath, let's open for a twist. Right arm behind you, left arm forwards, body twists towards the right. Inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. And exhale, lean the body forwards. We're moving into a half moon shape. Right hand towards the ground. Feel free to use a block under your right hand. Left hand towards the hip. And your hips open towards the left side. Make sure this back leg is nice and strong and activated. Press out through the heel. Maybe that left arm is going to lift up towards the sky. And then start to take that left hand towards the hip, soften into the knee, right knee. Step that left foot back nice and gently. Inhale for reverse warrior. Your right arm reaches up towards the sky. Squeeze that front leg straight. Exhale, lean the body forwards, moving into Trikonasana. Right hand towards your right shin. Left arm is going to reach up towards the sky. See if you can really lengthen the underside of your body from your right hip to your right armpit. And then lengthen the top of the body. And we'll take this into a little fluid motion. Keep the feet as they are. Take a breath in. As you exhale, that left arm comes forwards. Circle it down towards the ground. Close off the chest. And then inhale, lift. Trace that right arm. Lift up towards the sky. We'll do that twice more. Reach the left hand forwards. Circle down towards the ground. And inhale, trace the right arm, Trace the heart, inhale, breath, left arm high. Once more, left arm reaches forwards. Just notice how this feels in the body. Circle towards the ground. And then inhale, right arm traces, left arm traces the right up towards the sky. Rebend into that right leg. Let's come back to reverse warrior. Inhale, breath, right arm high. And exhale, windmill your hands towards the ground or move into a three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip as you exhale. Either stay here or you can take it into a wild thing. Plant the right foot down outside of the left side of the mat. Press the hips towards the sky, lift the chest, deep breath in. Let the breath flow through the body. And exhale, find your way back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Either step, hop, or float towards the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway as you arrive. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale, breath, Urdhva, both arms overhead. Find a gentle back bend. Switch on the glutes, firm the thighs. And exhale, soften and fold. Inhale for a half lift. And step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. A long breath out. Let's continue. Left leg to the sky as you inhale. Keep the hips square. Keep sending energy through that left heel. Take a deep breath in, lift the foot a little higher. And exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot forwards, round the spine as your foot comes forwards. And then anchor that back heel down to the ground at a 45-degree angle. We'll come up into warrior one. Inhale, arms high. And as you exhale, take the hands back beside the body. Interlace the hands behind the back. Once again, if it's too much, just hold onto your opposite elbows. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, breath. Fold the body forwards for humble warrior. Keep pressing the outer edge of the right foot into the earth. Keep lunging into that left leg. And then inhale, lift halfway. Take the right foot down, right hand down beside the left. Come onto the ball of the right foot and inhale, come back to your twist, left arm high. Circle that left hand behind you. We'll come up into crescent lunge, both arms high, facing forwards. Exhale, let's open to our twist. Right arm forwards, left arm backwards. Keep pulling that right hip back. Inhale back to high crescent lunge. Exhale, start to lean the body forwards. We're coming into our half moon shape. Left hand to the ground, under the left shoulder. Maybe your hand comes onto a block if you have one. Right hand can come onto your hip. As you open your body towards the right side, right arm can lift up towards the sky perhaps. Taking your right hand back to your hip carefully, soften into that left leg and gently step the right foot down, warrior two with the feet. Inhale to reverse warrior, left arm high. Squeeze that left leg straight. Lean the body forwards and come into your Trikonasana. Grow the underside of your body long. Spiral the chest open towards the right side. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And we'll take those fluid movements once again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, your right arm's going to reach forwards overhead. Circle it down towards the ground as you close off the chest. And then as you inhale, trace the left arm, trace your right hand across the chest, and reach the right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, right arm reaches forwards, circle towards the ground, close off the chest, and inhale back. Right arm high. Just one more time. Exhale, reach forwards, circle down towards the ground, close the chest. And inhale, right arm to the sky. Rebend your front leg. Inhale for reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, breath. Windmill both hands towards the ground. Frame the front foot. Find your way to three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe stay here, maybe take this into Wild Thing again. I don't have the space for Wild Things, so I'm gonna stay right here. If you're in Wild Thing, press your left heel towards the ground, squeeze your glutes as you lift your hips. And carefully find your way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, lift the heels. Exhale, drop the knees. Come into a child's pose. Let the arms rest beside the body for a moment. Let the forehead drop towards the ground. Feeling the breath come into the back of the body. And noticing how you feel. Gently lifting the torso. Taking a moment just to come back to your breath. And we'll find our way back into a downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift the heels. Let's spin the heels once again to the left side. Bend the knees. Find that nice stretch through the side body. And again, come up and over to the other side. Bend the knees, heels to the right. Left side body stretch. And then come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Heel to the bum, knee towards the sky. Deep breath in here. And exhale, step your right foot between the hands, round the spine. Anchor the back heel down. We'll come back to our warrior one shape. Inhale. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, breath. Lift the chest. Squeeze the front leg straight. And exhale, rebend that front leg. Humble warrior. Fold the body forwards. Hands reach overhead. Slow and steady breath. Inhale to look forwards. Take the left hand down. Back heel lifts. Come onto the ball of the foot. Find your twist. Now drop your back knee to the ground. And we'll lift up into a twist. So pull with the right hand. Lift the torso. Right arm back. Left arm forwards. Take the right hand to the back of the inner left thigh and lift the left arm overhead. Beautiful. We'll circle back to center, finding our lunge. Pick up the back knee, and this time we'll find a revolved warrior 2. So we'll lean the body forwards, warrior 3, sorry. We'll take our left hand towards the ground or to a block. We'll squeeze that standing leg straight, extend the left leg back, and your right arm is going to twist open towards the left side. It's a strong shape. Be gentle with the body. Deep breath in. Right hand to hip. Carefully step your left foot back to warrior one legs. And you can bring your block with you if you've got one. Pop it inside the right foot. And squeeze your front leg straight as you lift your torso. So our hips are facing towards square. That back heel is anchoring to the earth. Take a deep breath in, find length through the spine. Hinging at the hips, start to lean the body forwards. Taking your left hand to the ground or a block. Now you can stay here. I'm going to make my stance a bit longer. You can stay here if this is enough for you. Otherwise, grow the spine long as you inhale. And then start to reach your right arm up towards the sky. So we're actually coming into Pravarita Paschimottanasana. So it's revolved pyramid pose. Maybe look towards your right hand. One more breath. Carefully release that right hand down. Release the right hand to the ground. Move the block to the side. And step forwards. Fold forwards. Take a breath in. Lift halfway. Hands to shins. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, breath, hands to heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands beside the body. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Find that back bend if it feels good for the body. And exhale, soften and fold forwards. Inhale to lift halfway. And step back, downward facing dog. So we've got just one side to go. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. Inhale, left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, pull the heel to the bum, lift the knee to the sky. And exhale, step that left foot between the hands. We'll come up again into that warrior one shape. Both arms high. Back heel is anchored down, outer edge of the foot presses down. Take the hands beside the body, interlace the hands behind the back. Deep breath in, lift the heart, squeeze the front leg straight. And exhale, humble warrior. Lean the body forwards, bring the arms overhead. Inhale to lift halfway, take the right hand towards the ground. Come onto the ball of the back foot, lift that left arm high for a twist. And you can drop that back knee down and we're lifting up into a low lunge twist. Your left arm reaches backwards, right arm reaches forwards. Opening up across the chest. Inhale, breath will lift back to our low lunge, both arms high. Facing forwards, tuck under the back toes, lift that back knee up into your crescent lunge. Lean the body forwards. Once again, take hold of your block. We're moving into our twisted half moon shape. Pravarita Ardha Chandrasana. Extend that right leg back into space. Take your left hand onto the hip. Standing leg is strong. Right hand is under the right shoulder. And then maybe we're opening up and twisting towards the left side. This is a lot stronger for me on this side. I can really feel this. And then carefully left hand down, and we'll step that right foot back. Bring the block with you, place the block inside of that left foot. Come into warrior one stance with the feet. Maybe just take a bit of a shorter stance depending on your legs. Hands to hips, deep breath in. Exhale, hinging at the hips, leaning the body forwards. Hips are towards square. That left hip draws backwards. Right hand towards the block. Maybe that left hand stays on the hip, and maybe this is where you stay today. Maybe take an inhale, grow your spine long, and maybe start to reach that left arm up towards the sky. It's a strong shape. Be gentle with the body. One more breath. And carefully circle that left hand towards the ground. Remove the block and step forwards. Fold forwards. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, breath to fold. Inhale, arms reach overhead. One final back bend if it serves the body. And exhale, fold forwards. Once again, feet come a little bit wider than hip width apart, and bring the belly to the thighs, let the body hang. Feel free to move the head, move the torso. And drop the hands towards the ground. And you can bring the feet together. We're just going to crouch down, and we're going to sit down on our bum. Extending your both legs forwards. Release the flesh from underneath your seat. And if you feel like your lumbar spine is quite curved, you've got this posterior tilt in the pelvis, I actually recommend you to place your block underneath your knees, or just have your knees slightly bent. So I'm going to do this today. The back of my body is feeling quite tight, although hopefully you feel a bit more open after the flow today. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms. And exhale, lean the body forwards. Now you can either take your hands towards the ground. Maybe this is where you stay for a bit of a passive shape. Or maybe you'd like to take your hands towards the tops of the feet. And just fold the body forwards, maybe letting the chin curl into the chest. Deep breath in. Keep letting the breath flow through the body. And then carefully release the hands, start to lift your torso. And we're going to remove the block to the side and start to make your way down to your back. As you arrive, hug your knees towards your chest. Bringing your knees towards your armpits and letting the whole back soften towards the ground. And you can place the feet down on the earth, about hip width distance apart, and make sure you can just gently tap the heels with your fingers and let the hands rest down beside the body. We'll just move into a few rounds of fluid bridge. On an inhale breath, start to lengthen the tailbone and lift the pelvis to the sky. And exhale breath, take it down to the ground nice and slowly. Let your breath guide you here. So inhale breath, tailbone lengthens, hips lift, glutes switch on, tops of the feet press down. And exhale breath as you gently lower. Just one more time. Deep breath in. Heels of the feet press down, lifting the hips. And exhale breath, lower down. Beautiful. Take the feet about mat width apart. Let the knees knock together. Hook the thumbs. Reaching the arms overhead. And then just gently windshield wiping the legs from side to side. And we'll take a figure four stretch, coming back to stillness, crossing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And gently draw that left knee towards the chest, holding onto the outer edge of the knees of the left knee. And then just use that elbow to gently press into that right thigh to guide the right knee away from you as you draw the left knee towards the chest. Allowing any tension to drop away from the brow or from your jaw. Sometimes we don't realize we hold a lot of tension in the face. It's actually related to other areas in the body, so just noticing how you feel and sending the breath there. And we'll gently switch the legs. Take the right foot down and cross that left ankle on top of the right thigh, drawing the right knee towards the chest. Using that left elbow to press that left knee away from you as you draw the right knee in. Once again, just letting your toes soften, letting your shoulders soften, letting everything soften. Start to take that right foot towards the ground, release the feet. And my invitation is to just gently start to let the feet float up towards the sky and let the arms rest beside the body. Just give your ankles a little bit of a roll. Maybe lift your arms up and give your wrists a bit of a roll out too. Starting to let the breath soften. Dropping the feet towards the ground nice and slowly. And you can extend your feet out to the top of the mat and find your way to Savasana. I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can, as long as you can spare. Just letting your body marinate in this energy that you've created today with your practice. Knowing that there is no need to rush. And I hope to practice with you again in the future. Have a beautiful day, friends.